Hello everyone, guys. Hello everyone. Good morning. How are you all? Good morning, everyone. My name is Afreen Azmat, and I welcome you all to today's session. Everyone, hi, good morning. How are you? Good morning, everyone. So, today we are going to start IEIFS Module B Business Cycles Unit 16, right? So, let's start discussing with this business cycle concept. First of all, introduction. What is this business cycle? So, if we talk about this business cycle term, it actually refers to the economic wide fluctuations in production and economic activity over several months or years. So, if there is any fluctuation, economic wide fluctuation in production or economic activity that is for several months or that is for several years, then it is known as what? It is known as the business cycle. Now, these fluctuations occur on around a long term growth trend, and this can be rapid economic growth. There can be expansion or boom, and there can be stagnation or even decline, which is known as contraction or recession. So we are going to discuss about this completely in this chapter. So what are recession, recovery, boom, wane, these time periods? So these are known as economy wide fluctuation, which is actually the business cycle. Okay, so let's start discussing the very first thing, that is the characteristic of the business cycle. So business cycle, if we talk about the characteristic, business cycle is actually synchronic in nature. Synchronic in nature means if there is a forward movement, there can be a downward. There should be a downward movement. So synchronic means it occurs around the same period in all industries. So if any industry is facing, if there is an upward trend, there is an upward trend in the maximum industries of the economy. If downward trend, there is a downward trend in maximum industries of the economy, right? So a business cycle is what? A business cycle is synchronic in nature. Synchronic means there is an upward and downward movement almost at every or almost at all industries. Okay, so if there is an upward movement, there is a downward movement, and if there is an upward movement, it occurs almost in the same in every industries. If there is a downward movement, it occurs in almost every industries. Okay, now second is business cycle is a wave like movement. Wave like movement means their period of prosperity and depression can be alternatively seen in a cycle. It means that you should see that upward trend, then you will see the downward trend, then you will see the upward trend, then you will see the downward. So if there is an up phase, there is an up phase in every industries, which is synchronic. If there is a down phase, there is a down phase in every industry, which is synchronic. So if there is up, there should be a down phase, then there should be an up phase, then should be a down phase. So there is a wave like movement in business cycle that you will see in the industry. There is no eternal up period, there is no eternal down period. You will see upward and downward in the complete cycle. And third is cyclical fluctuation. Okay, now cyclical fluctuation means these phases are repetitive. If there is a boom, it is followed by depression. If there is a depression, it is again followed by boom. So there is no definite depression, there is no eternal boom period. So these are the characteristic of the business cycle. Okay, now let's discuss about the boom phase. What is this boom phase? First of all, during boom phase, production capacity is fully utilized, and also products fetch an above normal price, which give a higher profit. So there is productivity which is utilized at full level. Okay, so everything is very good, everything is very riching, and everything is very blooming, right? So there is a boom phase. It means that production capacity is fully utilized. Second, this attracts more and more what? Investments. These attract more and more investments here in this boom phase because everything seems to be so perfect, so profitable. So the investments are attracted. Their investments are more and to manufacture a greater number of products. Entrepreneur purchases new machines and also implies work at a higher wage rate. An accelerated and prolonged increase in the demand. So in this boom phase, there is an accelerated and prolonged increase in the demand phase. Okay, demand is actually at the peak level during this boom phase. Okay, the economy may suffer fundamental problems. Now here there can be some fundamental problem, like you will see the shortage of investable capital, you will see the decreased saving, you will see a decline in standards of living, you will see the emergence of seller market. So these are some of the problem you will see, a fundamental problem you will see in this boom phase. Okay, so boom phase means the production is actually at the fullest, the capacity is utilized at the fullest, the demand is at peak, everything is so profitable, investments are more and more in this, right? Now if we talk about the boom phase, the economy suffers some fundamental problem due to the high demand. There can be shortage of investable capital, there can be shortage or decreased saving, there should be a declined standard of living, and there should be a seller market which is rising. Okay, so this is the boom phase. Next is the recession. So first, if the economy is reaching at the peak, after reaching peak, now the course change and there should be a downward phase. And now this downward tendency is when the demand is observed. Now, but the producers who are not aware of this trend goes on producing. Now, the supply exceeds demand in this phase, and producers come to the notice when their stocks are piling up. So this is the phase. So when there was a boom phase, everything was at fullest. Okay, the producers are producing more and more and more and more and more without even realizing that when the demand of the economy is falling, and they will realize when their stock will start piling up, right? Now in this phase the supply exceeds the demand. When the supply exceeds the demand, it will what, it will reduce the price of the product. Okay, you will see that the price of the product during the recession time period decline, and then there is a general decline in the demand. Why there is a decline in the demand? Because there is low income with the people, there is less liquidity with the people has low income, people are earning less, so obviously they are spending less. When they are spending less, they are demanding less, but production is at fullest capacity because of the boom phase, right? So the stocks are piling up, supply is greater than demand. When supply is greater than demand, obviously the prices of the good will decline, and this phase is called as the recession. And in recession the employment will fall and unemployment will rise, and industries they resort to price cut to stay in business. Now in this, they resort to what, they resort to price cut to stay in the business. So this is the recession phase. Clear, everyone? Just please comment, and please everyone just like and share. Everyone just please like and share. Okay, done. Okay, next. Now, depression. Now, what is depression? If we are talking about the depression, so depression is the underemployment of both men and material. So, there is an underemployment of both men and material. This is the characteristics of this phase. Now, in this, general demand will fall faster than the production. So, the demand is falling very fast, faster than the production. Producers are compelled to sell their good at a price which even not will recover their full cost, because there is so low demand in the economy. So they are recovering. Okay, so the demand is actually not enough to complete or cover their full cost. Okay, so the remaining workers are very poorly paid in this depression. This is the situation of extremely low aggregate demand in the economy. Inflation is comparatively lower. It means that during the depression, the prices of the products are low in the economy. So this is the depression phase. So depression is what? Depression is when recession exists in each and every sector of the economy. Recession, when we are talking about the recession, recession exists only in few sectors. All the sectors don't go in a recession, right? But if we could talk about the depression, when this recession, when the concept of recession applies to each and every sector, then we will say that India's go on depression, right? Now, during the depression period, the first of all, the liquidity is very low in the economy. People have very less money, right? The prices of products are very low. Okay, so because inflations are comparatively lower, the prices of the product are very low, right? And the purchasing power is also low. Means the prices, if we talk about the products, if products are cheap, as well as people don't have any money in the economy, then they are very poorly paid in the economy. They are underutilized. The consumer are forced to sell the product even at the price where they are not able to fully recover their cost. Then this is known as what? This is known as depression. Okay, next is the recovery. So there is a boom, then there is a recession. Now recession goes into depression. The extreme phase of recession is actually the depression. So boom, then there was recession, then there was very down phase, that is depression. Now after depression you will get the recovery time period. So this is actually falling like this is a boom phase, then comes recession. Now it is a very lowest point is the depression. Now come the recovery phase, and that's why it is like a wave like movement. Now, what is the recovery phase? Now, recover, the depression is actually recovering. Now, the depression itself has the what? The depths of recovery. How? Now, in this phase, the workers who are sitting idle at home now started working at a very low wage, because they are sitting at home, so they prefers that, okay, rather than sitting idle in the home, let's do working, and working at a very low wage. Okay, now prices are lowest here. The consumer who postponed their consumption expecting that there should be a further fall in the price now start consuming the product. The bank will accumulate cash reserve now coming forward to give loan at easier terms and lower rate. Now this will increase the demand in the economy, because now the workers are working also, workers are working. Now the demand is there in the interest is lower in the economy, so people are getting loans at a very easy term. Now this in turns leads to what? Increase in the demand. When the demand is increasing, the stock of goods become insufficient, and economic activity now starts picking up. Now when they start picking up, investment will pick up, employment will be there, output will slowly begin to rise. Okay, so this is what? This is known as the recovery phase. This is what? This is known as the recovery phase. An increase in the aggregate demand, which must be accompanied by the increase in the level of production. So, there is an increase in the aggregate demand, which actually accompanied by the increase in the level of production. The production process expand and new investments become appealing. So, as demand increases, inflation rises as well, making borrowing cheaper for investment. This is actually known as the recovery phase. This is actually known as what? Recovery phase. Clear? Now next. Next is what? So this is it. So these are the four phases of the business cycle. So we have discussed about the business cycle. The business cycle is wave-like movement. It is synchronic and it is repetitive in nature, right? Next, what is business cycle? Business cycle is actually the economic wide fluctuation. Next, we have talked about the boom. Boom is the topmost period. Then after boom, the recession comes. Okay, recession, the extreme phase of recession and the lowest point of the economy is depression. We are in the depression. And when depression comes, then the phase of recovery comes. This is the complete business cycle. Now let's start discussing some of the practice question. Okay, so the very first question is business cycle is also known as what? Everyone. Business cycle is also known as what? Entrepreneur cycle, economic cycle, vicious cycle, and none of the above. Everyone, please answer this question. Everyone, please answer this question, guys. Business cycle is also known as what? Everyone, just please like and share the video to the maximum you can. So business cycle is also known as, yes, it is also known as economic cycle. Business cycle is also known as what? Business cycle is also known as economic cycle. Next, pick odd one out. Now you have to pick odd one out. There is a boom, there is a slowdown, there is a depression, and there is a recovery time period. Everyone, please answer this question. Take the odd one out. So it is like the business cycle phases. Okay, odd one out, you have to choose the odd one out here. So this is the business cycle time period, right? So when we are talking about boom, yes, it is a business cycle. Slow down, this is not any of the business cycle. Depression, yes, this is a business cycle. Recovery, yes, this is a business cycle. So odd one out is this, please. So slow down, this is the odd one out. Clear? Next, if we talk about the next, underemployment of both men and material is a characteristic of which phase? Underemployment of both men and material. Everyone, underemployment of both men and material is a characteristic of which economy? Underemployment, everyone, please answer this question. Very easy, you can all answer this question. Underemployment of both men and material is a characteristic of which phase? Depression, recovery, boom, or recession? So the correct answer is yes. So the correct answer is what? It is depression. Depression, underemployment of both men and material. It is depression. So this is it. Okay. Now I'm just going to tell you about the upcoming batches. So we are going to start two new batches currently. That is the DBF selection batch and the foundation 2.0 batch. Okay, so these are the batches which we are going to start, okay, recently. And if you want to purchase these batches, just go for JIB Super Elite all-in-one subscription. So in this subscription, what you are going to get? You are going to get the complete coverage of JIB. It means that you will getting the all the batches which we are going to start either in English medium or in bilingual in this, okay, right? All in one subscription, you will get the live test, you will get the mock test, live classes, everything in just JIP Super Elite all in one subscription. So there is these batches which you are going to get under this subscription. There is a foundation 2.0 batch in bilingual medium, there is a foundation 2.0 batch in English medium, there is a DPF selection batch in English medium, there is a DPS selection batch in bilingual medium. Foundation batch, both in Hindi and English medium. There is a PPP and IEIFS master batches. English medium I will be covering, and in Hindi medium Himanshu sir will be covering, right? RBWM, Rajiv sir will be covering. AFM batch, master batch, there is Padyaman sir who is teaching you, right? So there are a lot more batches which are coming up, because see, after this foundation batch, we are going to start crash batch. We are going to start MCQs. We are going to start the capsule batch. So till your examination, we are going to start different batches. So you don't need to purchase each and every batch individually. Just go for the JIP all-in-one super elite subscription. You will get the access of all the classes, all the new batches for a period of 12 months under this subscription, right? So currently there is a very good discount that is going on. So currently there is a flat 48% going on in the JIP Super Elite all-in-one subscription. Flat 48% off. So if you are going to use this code WIN, if you are going to use this code WIN, okay, you will get flat 48% off on JIP Super Elite all-in-one subscription. So just don't waste your time. Take the maximum benefit of this discount, okay, 48%, and just use this code WIN and get flat 48% off on JIP Super Elite all-in-one subscription, right? So thank you so much. I hope that you have all enjoyed this session. If you have enjoyed this session, just please like and share the video to the maximum you can. Okay, and this is the new channel, guys. We all need your support. We educators have started this channel especially for those bankers who are comfortable only in English medium, right? So guys, everyone, it's a request, just please like and share the video to the maximum you can. And if you haven't subscribed this channel yet, it's a request that please subscribe this channel and press the bell notification icon. Thank you so much, guys. Take care, everyone. Bye bye everyone. Take care, guys.